hello. Welcome to the Finding Me podcast. I am Cheryl Morton, your host. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. We're going to ask you to share this podcast. Please share the podcast. We are on live on the WarRap Radio on Facebook. So, guys, please share. And we're going to get started because our guest, he has to leave um, in a little bit. So, Mr. TJ Edwardz is on the line with us.
TJ.
What's
Welcome.
going on, family? How y'all doing?
Awesome. How you doing, TJ?
I'm doing all right.
All right, great. Listen, like I said, we're going to jump into it and get started. We'll do all the other housekeeping later on, but we're going to get on so that he can get speak to us, okay? TJ, so how are you doing? We're going to let you introduce yourself and tell us who you are, and then we'll start talking about the music.
All right, so I'm TJ Edwardz. I'm a native of Greenwood, South Carolina. Graduated from Emory High School and went on to study music in Greenville, and actually have ties actually with the Morton because I actually played a little stint there while I was in high school, my final year at the Magnificent.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I played there as well at the Magnificent Marshall Chapel for a little while there, and so 2016 we started the band, started playing with Stephen Galloway, playing some jazz after graduating from Furman University in Taliban, and came back to Greenwood for about a year, and actually three years, taught in Greenwood for 3 years, and then came back and started off Stephen Galloway for a couple of years, and we developed a new group called Jazzy Trinity, myself, Carlton Jameson, and now Kevin Kennedy on the guitar. Carlton's actually he has lived in Greenwood as well, and went to Lander as well, and so we have a group that has traveled and performed all around the upstate area, different states, North Carolina, and different events, private and public. And so we're just glad to be here.
Amen. Okay, so you got your start. Where did you get? Of course we know, but let's tell the audience. You've shared a little bit about who you are and what you do. So
Right.
we want to, we know you have to go, so we want to get in quick. How did you get your start in music? How old were you when you started playing?
Okay, so I started in music in the children's choir, thing called Sunshine Band in my home church in Greenwood, South Carolina, and it's Bethlehem Church of God, and my mom was the assistant children's choir director, and so I started singing. I actually sang Inside Out as a kid at our national convention with our children's choir. And I think I was maybe 5 years old when I led that song, and so I started singing, and that's what we did. That was like our constant. Every single Wednesday we would meet as children, and we have children's church. And we also, one of our favorite times in children's church was singing. We call it Sunshine Band. And they call it children's church. We call it Sunshine Band. So our favorite time was singing, and we would have our. You all know Leonard Morton.
Yes.
My Sunshine Band director.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. He worked with me, and my godfather is Tokay Hackett.
Wow.
Y'all probably know him, but
Right.
he's an army lawyer now.
Okay.
But he inspired me to pursue music and learn the piano. Growing up in church, but learned how to play the piano, and he was really my inspiration growing up. So my first music teacher was actually my elementary school principal's wife, which is Jean McClinton, Dr. Robert McClinton.
Right.
Yes.
Principal. And so my music teacher was, they actually lived up the street from my grandparents. They still live there up the street from my grandparents in Avondale. And so she's my very first music teacher who taught me how to read music. Because I didn't take band in school. I took chorus, but I took private piano lessons. And so that's when I was about 10 years old. I begged my mom. I was like, "Mom, I really want to learn how to play." And she didn't make me play anything like that. I told her that's what I wanted to do. And I would go to my granddad's house, and they had a radio in there. You know, they play gospel music. Couldn't play nothing but gospel music. So
yeah.
so I would go in the house, and I instead of playing around and kind of just doing what kids do. Of course, I would run around straight to the piano. As I got older, like 10 years old, I would run straight to the piano, and I would turn the radio on and pick up songs, order my steps, different gospel songs, stuff like that. And then, so my mom knew I was very serious about learning piano, so that's when she signed me up to take piano lessons. And I learned how to read music as well. And so that was my start to that's what really gave me a leg up, I would say, in all of my music studies, because I took private music lessons at like 10 years old.
Well, let me ask you, because that's one of the things I wanted to ask you, TJ. You play by ear, right? But you also read music.
Correct.
All right. So you was given that gift. You were picking up music first before you start taking lessons, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love to see that in individuals, that you know that you are gifted by God to pick up music, songs, especially any kind, guitar, piano, drums, whatever the musical instrument is. If you can just pick it up without lessons, you know that comes from God. But then for you to go from there to understand the notes and the sounds, that comes along with music, that even develops your gift a whole lot more. So your who recognized the gift in you first?
Well, I would say between my parents and my grandparents, they're very instrumental. In recognizing that gift. My granddad, God rest his soul, I mean, he really recognized. My mom was talking about how when they were growing up, they had to, anytime they had somebody at the house, they would have to give a concert to the person at their house.
Wow.
So with me really wanting to play and not being forced to play, I think that really inspired him and wanted him to, to sponsor my further learning. Being so young and being inspired to want to learn an instrument that at that young age, I mean, it's very, very obvious thing. So when you see something like that, you want to try to encourage that child to go in that direction.
Okay. TJ, I know you have to go, so share with us, what you want to share with us about. You have a lot of things going on. You have a lot of, I saw where you was down where Kurt Franklin was for the funeral of the pastor in Atlanta, Georgia.
Kevin Lemons.
Yeah. I saw that where you were down there with them. Like I said, I know you have to go. We have so much, but share with us the event that you.
What I would like to share with you all. So we this is local to Greenwood area. We have a band, Jazzy Trinity, and we have we've recorded music, great this party music. We do a lot of birthday parties, we do a lot of weddings, we do a lot of anniversaries. We play for a good many people. We actually play for, if you all know the Swearingen, we actually just played a birthday party for, I know you all know Mr. Swearingen, DJ Swearingen.
Right, yes. Yeah, we know that.
His parents. Yeah, we played for his parents. A lot of people don't know that, of course, because it's a private event, but we're coming back to Beyond Daiquiris. So last year we were at the grand opening of Beyond Daiquiris in Greenwood, and they have scheduled a 1-year anniversary. So I wanted to come on here and just let you all know about that event. And all that's about the event is February the 11th, that night. and we'll be playing at 8 p.m. at Beyond Daiquiris. So we're just inviting the Greenwood community to come out and celebrate its Black-owned business that has done really well in our community, I believe, and also
Right.
they support live music, so they're not just that they are a full scale restaurant, so they're a full scale restaurant. They're open in the daytime as well. And Mike makes it known that it's not necessarily a club or a lounge; it's a restaurant.
Right.
And they also support live music, so they have live bands come through there. Which we have very few venues that do
Absolutely.
that on a consistent basis.
Right.
Absolutely.
So we're calling people in the Greenwood community to come out and support Beyond Daiquiris on February the 11th. That should be a Saturday. I know that's Valentine's weekend pretty much. And come on out and enjoy. You're gonna get some great music, soul, R&B, and jazz, smooth jazz as well. Some great music. And so we do have our Facebook page at Jazzy Trinity. That's our band page where people can follow and see what events are going on. We will have some more events around the Greenwood area coming out. We already got some groups that are looking at booking us as well for their events as well. But this is a public event that anyone can come to. You can get your dinner. You can get it. It can be date night. It can be girls' night out. It can be guys' night out.
Yeah.
You can come to Beyond Daiquiris and have a good time. February the 11th.
And how much is the cover charge? And may I add, the food is very good too. I really like the food. But how much is the cover charge?
Now I don't even think there is one.
Okay.
I don't even think there is one. But if there is one, I'll correct that, or I'll definitely let you know so we can edit the post. But
okay.
As far as that evening, I don't think. Oh, and one more thing I failed to mention. We're going to team up February 11th with DJ Timmy. He's also going to be in the house, which is very, so me and DJ Timmy actually grew up on the same street.
Right.
That's another magnificent Marshall Chapel member.
Right.
Absolutely. So yeah, we're partnering up for a couple of events this year. And that's one of the ones that's going to start it off. So February 11th,
all right.
DJ Timmy on the ones and twos. Jazzy Trinity will be performing live. I know you all know DJ Timmy. I think he DJ'd for your class reunion, somebody's class reunion.
Right.
Yeah, so I wanted to share that with you all, and so that everybody would know in the Greenwood community to come on out and join us. It's going to be a great time February 11th.
And one quick question for you. So if someone wants to book you guys for how do they get in contact with you?
Okay, so they're looking for a phone number. My phone number is 864-735-0184. They can text or call that number, and we can take it from there.
Say it one more time.
Give us a number again.
864.
864-735-01.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well,
on Facebook, we are at Jazzy Trinity, and Instagram at Jazzy_Trinity.
Okay.
All right. But thank you. If that's all you want to share, because like I said, I know you have to go.
Absolutely.
And we thank you, TJ, for coming on and sharing that. Because
Absolutely.
A lot of people are looking for live bands, and a lot of because this podcast reaches a very wide area. So now someone who didn't know you, they can know you now that you guys exist, and they're really good band also, guys.
Yeah, it's time for y'all to go state to state.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank y'all so much for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
You do the same, okay?
All right. Be blessed. Bye-bye. Okay. So
I think it's so important that we had this show tonight because it shows the versatility of music. And church can be so churchy that they're afraid that if they go outside the hymn book, that they're gonna go to hell because they listen to some jazz or they listen to some other type of music. And I think that's just one of the things that we need to talk about, and we need to discuss. But I'll let you have the floor.
And you know what? If we have somebody that's out there that's listening, well, I know you guys are listening because I can see some of you on here. If you have a comment, call in. We'd like for you to call in. To have a discussion. 445-2616. Again, that number is 445-2616. And give us your thoughts. I mean, you may disagree with what we're saying, or you may agree with what we're saying, or just, call in and give us your thoughts on this conversation that we're having. Music,
music
is
I love music. All types of music I love.
Right.
And I appreciate music.
Yeah, I do too.
Right.
Now, I'm not one, I'll say this, I'm not one to, and I know people think I'm crazy with this. I love music, but I don't want to hear music in the house. Like just sitting around the house and just playing music and stuff. I don't like to do that. I know that's crazy, but
that's why I bought speakers. Cause I'm gonna play